Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to create a stunning succulent basket. Perfect as a thoughtful gift for Mother's Day, birthdays, housewarmings, or any occasion when you want to make someone feel truly special. And don't worry if the person you're gifting it to isn't exactly a plant expert. This is a low-maintenance beauty that anyone can enjoy and keep alive. If you already have a lot of succulents growing in your backyard, the better. You don't need to spend a lot. You'll just need a basket and a few clippings from your garden. That's the benefit of gardening with succulents. These plants grow and you can use some of the cuttings for your future projects without spending further. Today, I'm using this lovely pink basket for our arrangement. I brought it with me while plant shopping. Imagining how the final design would come together right from the start made it easier. When finding the perfect succulents, I love browsing through outdoor nurseries. That's where I discovered the most vibrant varieties and those dreamy shades of pink, lavender, and soft greens. Luckily, I found an amazing place close by, the Secret Garden, a charming local nursery that feels like a hidden gem. It's not just about picking out plants here. I get to wander around, soak in the peaceful atmosphere, and take inspiration from their beautifully curated displays, like this one here. And today, I'm lucky to see their cacti blooming. So now, for our project, I'll be using mostly pastel-colored succulents, especially in the shades of pink and purple, to match the basket's soft, feminine feel. It's going to be a sweet and elegant arrangement, perfect for Mother's Day. Once you've gathered enough succulents, it's time to prepare your basket. Start by lining the inside with either moss or plastic. Just make sure to poke a few drainage holes if you use plastic. Succulents don't like sitting in saggy soil, so drainage is a must. Any plastic will do because it will soon be covered with soil. If you're familiar with fresh flower arrangements, you know they often use floral foam soaked in water. But since we're planting live succulents, we'll be using soil instead of foam. You can use a dry or slightly moist soil mixture, but I prefer it on the dry side so the basket doesn't get too heavy when all the plants are added. Fill the basket about 2/3 full of the fast-draining soil mixture if you're using rooted plants. If you're using mostly cuttings, you can add more soil. Now, you're ready to plant and be creative. Start from the center and work your way around it. I'm beginning with this Echeveria acavoides as the focal point. Since I realized I already have several pastel-colored succulents available, I'm starting with this green one. You can also opt for something taller here in the middle. Next, I'm adding this Echeveria Dusty Rose. Look how colorful and elegant this one is. When using rooted succulents, make sure to loosen the root ball so the roots can spread out more easily in their new home. Next, I added this Echeveria elegans or Mexican Snowball. Again, remove some extra soil, loosen the roots, and remove dried leaves when you can. Don't worry about getting your hands a little dirty because in gardening, that's part of the magic. There's something deeply therapeutic about working with soil, arranging plants, and creating something beautiful with your own two hands. Next, I'm adding this Echeveria Orion. It's a beautiful and compact plant, but a bit heavy. That's why it's better to use almost dry soil at the bottom so you don't add more weight to the arrangement. When removing the soil from the roots, be careful not to let the extra soil fall onto the other rosettes. You want them to stay clean and neat for the final look. Creating succulent arrangements is very therapeutic, so if you're feeling anxious or stressed, give yourself permission to pause. Don't rush. Let this be your quiet moment. Enjoy the textures, the colors, the shapes. Let the plants remind you that growth takes time and beauty can be found even in the smallest things. Now that we have all the big ones in place, let's add something a bit smaller. This is Cedaria Spring Jade. It's a charming little succulent with a compact rosette. The leaves are soft, pale green, almost minty in color, and they're coated with a light layer of natural farina, which gives it a subtle dusky look. This powdery coating adds to its beauty and helps protect the plant from harsh sunlight. It stays low and compact, elegant but not overpowering, making it perfect for arrangements or dish gardens. Now, let's add more colors. I have 4 smaller succulents here. I have Echeveria Cubic Frost, Echeveria Lola, Graptocidum Alpenglow, and I am not sure what this one is. If you know its name, please leave a comment below. I still have a bigger space here and I will need something a bit bigger, so I will add this Echeveria topsy-turvy. You know, this plant does not really become colorful even when stressed. And this one looks a bit dehydrated but will soon recover once it takes roots. Now that the main succulents are in place, it's time to fill the gaps. Look for small spaces between your larger plants and tuck in smaller succulents or cuttings to create that lush, overflowing look. These little fillers add texture and variety and help tie the whole design together. I know it's so full already, right? And of course, this is not an ideal way of planting the succulents. But remember, we are giving this as a gift. The more varieties you can put in, the better. As a succulent lover, I would be so delighted to get one like this, even though I already have a lot. Once all the succulents are in place and you're happy with how everything looks, it's time for the final touches. The part that brings it all together. For basket arrangements, I love finishing it off with a layer of moss. Moss is not only lighter than pebbles, but it also does a great job hiding little imperfections, especially around the edges. It neatly covers the plastic liner and gives the whole arrangement a clean, polished look. More importantly, it helps keep the soil in place so it doesn't spill over onto your rosettes when you water. This small detail makes a big difference. It's the final step that turns your arrangement from a simple project into something you can truly be proud of. You can also add trailing succulents like this ruby necklace, or you can also use string of pearls or other trailing sedums to soften the edges and gently spill over the basket. It gives your arrangement a natural cascading effect that really makes it pop. So now that you know how to make a succulent basket arrangement, try to make one for yourself or that special person in your life. If you want to learn how to care for your arrangement and make it last, the next video will guide you how. Happy succulent gardening. Bye for now.